Hello, my name is Manya Zawal. This is General Science Review Questions with Answers and Explanations for the Answers, Part 2. Unit 4. Choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. Question number 1. What do the markings like 5x, 10x, 15x on the rim of the eyepiece indicate? A. Indicate the magnification power. B. Indicate the length of the body tube. C. Indicate the size of the eyepiece. D. Indicate the power of adjustment. The answer will be, it indicates the magnification power. The markings on the eyepiece 5x, 10x or 15x represent the magnification power of the eyepiece lens, meaning how many times it magnifies the image. Question number 2. What is the correct way of carrying a microscope? A. Hold the arm in one hand and the base on the other hand. B. Hold the body tube in one hand and the base on the other hand. C. Hold the nose piece in one hand and the base on the other hand. D. Hold the eyepiece in one hand and the base on the other hand. The answer is, hold the arm in one hand and the base on the other hand. Holding the microscope this way ensures stability and prevents damage to sensitive parts. Question number 3. What part reflects light from an external light source up through the bottom of the stage? A. Eyepiece. B. Objective. C. Mirror. D. Base. The answer will be mirror. The mirror reflects light from an external source up through the stage to illuminate the specimen. Question number 4. Which structure is found only in plant cells? A. Cell membrane. B. Cytoplasm. C. Nucleus. D. Chloroplast. The answer will be chloroplast. Chloroplasts are only found in plant cells and are responsible for photosynthesis. Question number 5. What do the mitochondria do? A. Make protein. B. Transport materials. C. Produce energy. D. Store food. The answer is, it produces energy. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell, producing energy through cellular respiration. Question number 6. The hard, non-living material that makes up the cell wall of a plant is blank. A. Protein. B. Lipid. C. Cellulose. D. Carbohydrate. The answer is cellulose. Cellulose is the tough non-living material that forms the cell wall cells. Question number 7. Which of the following lists the correct order for the level of organization in the human body from most to least complex? A. Organism, organ system, organ, tissue, cell. B. Cell, organ, organ system, tissue, organism. C. Organism, cell, tissue, organ, organ system. D. Cell, tissue, organ, organ system, organism. The correct answer will be organism, organ system, organ, tissue, and cell. This is the correct order from the most complex organism to the least complex cell in biological organization. Complete the following blanks with appropriate words or phrases. Question number 8. When focusing a specimen, you should always start with the blank. The answer will be low power objective. It's recommended to start with the low power objective for ear focusing. Question number 9. When using the high power objective, only the blank knob should be used. The answer is fine adjustment. Only the fine adjustment knob should be used with the high power objective to prevent damage to the slide. Question number 10. To which part of the microscope are the objectives attached to? The answer is nosepiece. The objectives are attached to the revolving nosepiece. Question number 11. A group of cells with similar structures working together are blank. The answer is tissue. A tissue is a group of cells with similar structure and function. Question number 12. In cellular organization of plants, shoots and roots are examples of blank. The answer is organs. Shoots and roots in plants are examples of organs. Question number 13. Glucose and blank are the products of photosynthesis. The answer will be oxygen. The products of photosynthesis are glucose and oxygen. Question number 14. Blank, water and energy are the products of cellular respiration. The answer will be carbon dioxide. Cellular respiration produces carbon dioxide, water and energy. Question number 15. Photosynthesis is the process in which energy from blank is transferred to glucose. The answer will be sunlight. Photosynthesis uses energy from sunlight to produce glucose. Question number 16. Photosynthesis occurs in the blank and cellular respiration occurs in the blank. The answer will be chloroplasts and mitochondria, respectively. Photosynthesis occurs in chloroplasts, while cellular respiration occurs in mitochondria. Give short answer for the following questions. Question number 1. What would happen if microscope had never been invented? The answer will be, without microscopes, we would lack knowledge of cells, bacteria and other microorganisms. Medicine, biology and many scientific fields would be less advanced, and diseases caused by microorganisms might remain misunderstood or untreated. Question number 2. On a compound microscope, an objective lens magnifies an object 25 times and the ocular lens magnifies it 10 times. What is the final magnification of the image? The answer will be, the final magnification is equal to 25 times 10, which is equal to 250. The magnification is multiplied, so the object would appear 250 times larger than its actual size. Question number 3. Suppose you When you look a cell under a microscope, you observe the cell has a nucleus and a cell wall. Is it an animal cell or a plant cell? How do you decide? The answer will be a plant cell. Only plant cells have a cell wall in addition to the nucleus, while animal cells do not have cell walls. Question number 4. Describe the relationship between cellular respiration and photosynthesis. The answer will be photosynthesis and cellular respiration are complementary processes. Chloroplasts capture sunlight to create glucose, which is photosynthesis, while mitochondria break down glucose to release energy, which is cellular respiration. This cycle maintains the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the environment. Question number 5. What happens to the energy after it is absorbed during photosynthesis? The energy is stored in the chemical bonds of glucose. This energy is later released during cellular respiration in organisms. Question number 6. How do photosynthesis and cellular respiration form a cycle of energy storage and use? The answer will be photosynthesis stores energy in glucose, while cellular respiration releases this energy for cellular activities. Together, they form a cycle of energy flow within ecosystems. Question number 7. Evaluate the importance of plants to other organisms and the environment. The answer will be plants are vital as they produce oxygen through photosynthesis and serve as the primary source of food for herbivores and indirectly for carnivores. They maintain the atmosphere's balance, support ecosystems, and help regulate the climate. Question number 8. Use the diagram below to answer the next two questions. A. Which process stores energy? Which process releases energy? How do you know? And B. Why do living things need both processes for survival? Explain it. The answers will be A. Photosynthesis stores energy in the form of carbohydrate, while respiration energy releasing process. Students can determine based on the chemical composition of the two processes, photosynthesis and respiration. Photosynthesis and respiration are really important for all living things. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen from their leaves, which humans and other animals need to breathe. Living things need plants to live. They eat them and live in them. Plants use carbon dioxide, which is released from animals. Unit 5. Question number 1. Choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. Which one is the correct order of hierarchy from highest to lowest rank? A. Kingdom, class, phylum, order, genus, family, and species. B. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. C. Genus, order, class, family, species, phylum, and kingdom. D. Kingdom, phylum, order, class, genus, family, and species. The answer will be kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Because this is the correct taxonomic hierarchy used in biological classification, from the broadest group, the kingdom, to the most specific species. Question number 2. Binomial nomenclature is a two-part naming system brought from blank and blank. A. Domain and kingdom. B. Order and family. C. Phylum and class. D. Genus and species. The answer will be genus and species. Binomial nomenclature uses the genus and the species to uniquely identify organisms, where the genus is capitalized and the species is in lowercase. Question number 3. What is the largest group in the classification system? A. Species. B. Genus. C. Order. D. Kingdom. The answer will be kingdom. Kingdom is the highest rank in the taxonomic hierarchy, making it the largest group. Question number 4. Which kingdom performs photosynthesis? A. Animalia. B. Plantae. C. Bacteria. D. Fungi. The answer will be Plantae. The Plantae kingdom includes organisms like plants, that perform photosynthesis to produce their own food. Question number 5. Why do single-celled amoeba and bacteria belong to different domains? A. Amoebas eat bacteria. B. Bacteria are not made of cells. C. Bacterial cells lack a membrane-enclosed nucleus. D. Amoebas are motile. Bacteria are not. The answer will be bacteria cells lack a membrane-enclosed nucleus. Amoebas are eukaryotes with a nucleus, while bacteria are prokaryotes lacking a nucleus, placing them in different domains. Question number 6. A plant that has seeds but no flowers and fruits is A. Bryophytes, B. Gymnosperms, C. Mosses, D. Pteridophytes. The answer will be gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are seed-bearing plants that do not produce flowers, fruits, such as conifers. Give the vertebrate group based on who am I questions. Who am I? I have a backbone. I can be covered in fur or wool or hair. I carry babies in my belly. Babies are fed milk. I have lungs. I have earlobes. Most animals in my group live on land. I am warm-blooded. The answer will be I am a mammal. Because mammals have a backbone, they are covered in fur or hair, give live births, feed babies milk, have lungs, earlobes, and are warm-blooded. Question number 2. I have a backbone. I am covered in feathers. I lay eggs. I am warm-blooded. My eggs have hard shells. I am warm to touch. I have lungs. Most in my group can fly. The answer is I am a bird. Birds have feathers, lay eggs with hard shells, have lungs, are warm-blooded, and most can fly. Question number 3. I have a backbone. I am cool to touch. I lay eggs. My eggs are leathery to touch. Most in my group live on land. I am cold-blooded. I have lungs. My body is covered with leathery scales. So who am I? I am a reptile. Reptiles are cold-blooded, have a backbone, lay leathery eggs, have lungs, and are covered with leathery scales. Question number 4. I have a backbone. I lay eggs. My eggs are soft jelly covered. Youngs have gills. I live in water. Most do not have scales. I am cold to touch. Adults have lungs. Who am I? I am an amphibian. Amphibians are cold-blooded, have a backbone, lay jelly-covered eggs, young have gills, and live both on land and in water. Question number 5. I have a backbone. I live in water. I lay eggs. I have gills. I have fins. I am cold-blooded. I am covered with scales. So who am I? Yes, I am a fish. Because fish are cold-blooded, live in water, have gills, fins, and are covered with scales. Give short answer for the following questions. Question number 8. List the features that define each of the 5 kingdoms. Animalia, Plantae, Fungi, Protista and Monera. The answer will be Animalia. They are multicellular, heterotrophic, no cell walls, and mostly motile. Plantae. They are multicellular, autotrophic, cell walls with cellulose, and perform photosynthesis. Fungi. Mostly multicellular, heterotrophic decomposers, cell walls with chitin. Protista. They are mostly unicellular, can be autotrophic or heterotrophic, and eukaryotic. Monera or bacteria, they are unicellular. Prokaryotic can be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Question number 9. Bats are mammals. In what way are they like birds? In what way are they like other mammals? Bats are mammals. Like birds, they have wings and are capable of flight. Like mammals, they are warm-blooded, have fur, and give birth to live youngs. Like mammals, they are warm-blooded, have fur, and give birth to live young. Question number 10. What is the advantage of giving scientific names? The answer will be scientific names provide a unique universal way to identify organisms, reducing confusion across languages and regions. Question number 11. What is the importance of protists, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals? The answer will be these organisms play vital roles in ecosystems, including nutrient cycling, food source for others, and maintaining biodiversity. Question number 12. What are the roles of fungi in our daily life? The answer will be fungi decomposes organic matter, are used in food production like bread and cheese, and have medical applications such as antibiotics. Question number 13. What are the importance of mosses, liverworts, and hornworts in the environment? The answer will be they help retain soil moisture, prevent erosion, contribute to soil fertility, and provide habitat for small organisms. Question number 14. Both gymnosperms and angiosperms bear seeds. Then, why are they classified separately? The answer will be gymnosperms bear seeds in cones and lack flowers, while angiosperms bear seeds within fruit and produce flowers, making key difference in reproduction. Unit 6. Question number 1. What would happen if the Earth stops revolving? If Earth were to stop its revolution around the Sun, it would have catastrophic consequences for the planet. The Earth's revolution is what causes the cycle of seasons due to the axial tilt, which is 23.5 degrees. Here is what would happen. No seasonal changes. Without revolution, Earth would experience permanent eternal seasons at any given point in time. The parts of Earth that are tilted towards the Sun would experience constant summer, while those tilted away would experience constant winter. The other effect is loss of day-night cycle variation. The Earth would still rotate on its axis, so day and night would continue. However, the lack of orbital movement means that the lengths of day and night would remain constant for each location, and locations near the poles would experience perpetual daylight or darkness, depending on the season. The other is effect on life. Many organisms depend on seasonal cues for breeding, migration, and growth. Constant conditions would disrupt ecosystems and biodiversity, likely leading to the collapse of many species. So the lack of Earth's revolution would disrupt the climate system and life as we know it. Question number 2. Label the diagram with the words from the World Bank. Question number 3. List some Earth sphere interactions that you experience in your daily activity. In daily life, we interact with multiple Earth spheres like atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere constantly. Here are some examples. In atmosphere or biosphere, breathing air, taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. In biosphere and hydrosphere, drinking water from a tap, water from the hydrosphere is consumed by the biosphere. Lithosphere and biosphere, walking on land, which means interaction between the solid earth, lithosphere, and the living organisms, biosphere. Atmosphere and hydrosphere, the weather or rain or snow that influences daily activities like carrying an umbrella or dressing warmly. And hydrosphere, with biosphere, watering plants. The hydrosphere provides water for plant growth, part of the biosphere. Question number 4. From the following passage, identify the spheres which are interacting. Rain falls from clouds in the atmosphere to the earth and forms streams and rivers. The streams and rivers provide drinking water for wildlife and humans as well as water for plant growth. River action erodes banks and uproots plants on the river banks. Flooding rivers wash away soil. Based on this passage, the atmosphere is the rainfall from clouds in the atmosphere. The hydrosphere is the streams and rivers are part of the hydrosphere. The wildlife, humans and plants are part of the biosphere, which depend on water for survival and growth. The lithosphere is river action soil affecting the lithosphere. So, the interacting spheres are atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere and lithosphere according to the above passage. Question number 5. An angle of 23.5 degrees is formed between the axis of Earth and a line. A. The center of the Earth to the polars. B. The center of the Earth to the Sun. C. Perpendicular to the plane of the Earth's orbit. D. Perpendicular to the equator. The answer will be perpendicular to the plane of the Earth's orbit. Earth's axis is tilted at an angle of about 23.5 degrees relative to a line perpendicular to the plane of its orbit around the Sun, the ecliptic plane. This tilt is responsible for the changing seasons. Question number 6. If the Earth's rate of rotation decreases, there will be an increase in the A. Length of the season. B. Number of observable stars seen night during the year. C. Length of day on Earth. D. Inclination of the axis of rotation. The answer will be length of day on Earth. If Earth's rate of rotation slows down, each day would become longer. This would result in the longer days and nights, since the Earth would take more time to complete one full rotation. Question number 7. During which part of the water cycle is it easiest to see water? A. Evaporation. B. Plant uptake. C. Precipitation. D. Transpiration. The answer will be precipitation. Precipitation refers to the process where water falls from the atmosphere in the form of rain, snow, sleet or hail. This is the easiest phase to observe because it involves visible water coming down from the sky. Question number 8. When swimmers get out of the pool and sit in the sun, their wet skin dries quickly. What happens to the water? A. It turns to the vapor and moves into the air. B. It is pulled up into the sun by gravity. C. It condenses and moves to plants and trees. D. It becomes part of the water in the ground. The answer will be it turns to vapor and moves into the air. When wet skin dries, the water undergoes evaporation, turning from liquid to vapor. This process occurs because of the heat from the sun, which increases the energy of the water molecules, causing them to escape into the air as water vapor. Question number 9. If a planet had no water, A. It would have no rocks. B. It would have no insects. C. It would have no light. D. It would have no hills. The answer will be it would have no insects. Water is essential for all known life forms. Without water, life as we know it, including insects, would not exist. Insects rely on water for hydration and reproduction, among other processes. Question number 10. One of the main ways carbon dioxide is removed from the atmosphere is A. Photosynthesis. B. Combustion. C. Respiration. D. Decomposition. The answer will be photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, carried out by plants, algae, and some bacteria, is the main process by which carbon dioxide is absorbed from the atmosphere and converted into organic compounds using sunlight. This process is critical for maintaining the balance of gases in Earth's atmosphere. Question number 11. Which hemisphere is north of the equator? A. Northern hemisphere. B. Southern hemisphere. C. Eastern hemisphere. D. Western hemisphere. The answer will be Northern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere is the half of the Earth that lies north of the equator. It includes most of the Earth's land masses, including North America, Europe, and Asia. Question number 12. When it is summer in the southern hemisphere, what season is it in the northern hemisphere? A. Fall. B. Winter. C. Spring. D. Summer. The answer will be winter. When it is summer in the southern hemisphere, roughly December to February, when it's summer in the southern hemisphere, roughly December to February, the northern hemisphere experiences winter. This is due to the tilt of Earth's axis and the position of the Earth in its orbit around the Sun. Question number 13. Earth's tilt changes as it revolves around the Sun. A. True. B. False. The answer is false, because Earth's axial tilt, which is about 23.5 degrees, remains relatively constant as it revolves around the Sun. While the position of the Earth changes in its orbits, the tilt of the axis does not change, and this is what causes the seasonal variations. The change in seasons is due to the Earth's position relative to the Sun, not a change in the tilt itself. Unit 7. Which of the following decreases the acceleration of a body? A. Decreasing force acting on the body. B. Increasing mass of the body. C. Decreasing mass of the body. D. Increasing both force and mass proportionally. The answer will be increasing mass of the body, because to understand this we need to refer to Newton's second law of motion, which states that F is equal to ma, which means force is equal to mass times acceleration, where F is the force acting on the body, m is the mass of the body, and a is the acceleration. From the equation, if the force F is constant and the mass increases, the acceleration will decrease, since a is equal to F over m. So, increasing the mass of a body decreases its acceleration when the same force is applied. So, A, decreasing force, it says, if the force decreases, the acceleration will decrease, as per A is equal to F over m. Decreasing mass, if the mass decreases, the acceleration will increase, because A is equal to F over m. Increasing both force and mass proportionally, if both the force and the mass increases in the same proportion, the acceleration stays the same, as A is equal to F over m. Thus, increasing mass of the body is the correct answer, because an increase in the mass leads to a decrease in acceleration for a constant force. Which of the following bodies has the largest kinetic energy? A. Mass 3 kg and speed 1 meter per second. B. Mass 3 kg and speed 2 meter per second. C. Mass 2 kg and speed 3 meter per second. And D. Mass 1 kg and speed 4 meter per second. The answer will be mass 2 kg and speed 3 meter per second. Let's see. Kinetic energy, or Ke, is given by the formula K is equal to half mv square, where m is the mass, v is the speed or velocity. Now let's calculate the kinetic energy for each option. The first option, K is equal to half mv square, where the mass is 3 kg and the speed is 1. Therefore, half times 3 times 1 square, which is equal to 1.5 joule. And the second alternative, K is equal to half mv square, where m is 3 kg and the speed is 2 meter per second. Therefore, the total half mv square will be 6 joule. And when we take 2 kg mass and 3 meter per second speed, the calculation gives us 9 joule. And for D alternative, K is equal to half mv square, where m is 1 kg and the speed is 4 meter per second. For half mv square, equation gives us 8 joule calculation. So, the body with 2 kg and 3 meter per second has the largest kinetic energy at 9 joule. A child sitting on a table is reading a book. Consider the following forces. A downward force of gravity on the child, a downward force of gravity on the book, an upward force exerted by the chair, a net downward force exerted by the air. Which of the force is or acting on the child? A, 2 only. B, 2 and 3. C, 2, 3 and 4. D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. E, none of these. The answer is D. Let's see. Let's analyze each force in relation to the child. A downward force of gravity on the child. This force is definitely acting on the child. Gravity pulls the child downward with a force equal to the child's weight. A downward force of gravity on the book. While the book's weight is a downward force, it affects the book, not the child directly. However, the child is reading the book, so the book's weight indirectly affects the child, especially in terms of the total force acting on the system, the child and the book. But since the child is sitting on the table and not holding the book in his hands, this force doesn't directly affect the child. An upward force exerted by the chair. The chair provides an upward force, or the normal force, that counteracts the downward force of gravity on the child, preventing the child from falling through the chair. This force is acting on the child. A net downward force exerted by the air. Air exerts a very small downward force on any object due to air pressure, often negligible but still present. This force is acting on the child as well, as they are surrounded by air. Thus, 1, 2, 3 and 4 all applies in some way to the child, although 2 affects the system in general, and the force due to air is very minimal. However, they are all part of the physical context in which the child is interacting with the environment. This is all for part 2 of the General Science Grade 7 review exercise with answers and explanations. In previous time, part 1 was already dispatched. So try to see all the exercises with their answers and explanations based on your textbook. Remember, this is not the only answer. You can even refer to your teacher. Thank you very much. If you like, share and subscribe, you are welcome. See you. Ciao.